Hello, Juliana. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Go ahead and put the cell phone away for me. Thank you. So it's the beginning of your senior year. How do you feel?
I'm very excited because it's my last year
It's your last year. Is there anything you're looking forward to?
graduating.
Graduating? And how's that? How far along are you in credits in graduating?
Well, I have to look and see because I want to be able to transfer to a traditional school since I'm in continuation school.
Okay. Okay. So how was your summer? What all did you do?
I stayed indoors because it was too hot to go outside.
So I still go outside. You didn't do anything?
I went swimming and just enjoyed my time inside most of the time.
That's good. All right. So, some things that I wanted to talk to you about going into this year, because you are going into a traditional school. Um, we wanted to talk about doing some goal setting for you and talk about ACTs and SATs. But just to let you know, everything is confidential. So I won't be sharing this with anybody unless there's anything, some things that I will have to just, you understand?
Yes.
That we talked about earlier.
Yes.
So this would only be a few sessions, maybe only, I'll say 3, but it's just to get you jump started for the new school year, to get you, so you can achieve your goals. So when you think about goals, what do you think?
I think about things I really find to be myself and that I want to be able to accomplish in the future so I can start my own career.
Start your own career. So it's like a desired result, right?
Yeah.
To some type of development.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm gonna show you the transcript,
Okay.
and I'm gonna let you see where you are. So in order for you to get into a traditional school, we're gonna shoot for December.
Mm-hmm.
We need you to take math over. We need you to take history. And then also English. So you have 3 classes this year, and you're on the 8 through 11 o'clock schedule,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, what I want you to do, I want you to fill out this little form for me that talks about goals. Make sure you put your name on it, and just so I can help further assist you. So I'll give you 5 minutes.
Okay.
You go ahead and write it out thoroughly for me. Thoroughly. If you can. Thank you. few more seconds to finish up. Go ahead and trade off with you. So you say your goal is to accomplish a career by obtaining your degree.
Yes.
So we'll talk about some college in this session as well. And your plan for reaching that goal is to study with peers or teacher, to working hard every day and not getting distracted,
Mm-hmm.
and 3, doing what you must even if that means no sleep. So let's talk about your overall goal. Let's stop right there. To get into a career, what field do you see yourself in?
I see myself studying in medicine.
You see yourself studying in medicine? Do you know exactly what you want to do?
I want to become an OBGYN doctor.
That's good. That's good. So we know with that we need to make sure that our math and our science and everything is in order, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And your plan for reaching the goals are studying a little bit harder?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you mean by studying just a little bit harder?
By starting study groups with classmates or friends, or going to after-school activities for after-school tutoring, or just going straight to my teacher for help if I need assistance with homework or specific questions on the test.
We know that's something that you did in your junior year, going to your teachers and asking for additional help.
Yes.
Well, how did your grades pan out to you?
They went up every time I actually stayed, and I would do better and I would understand the material more.
And then working hard every day and not getting distracted. So what are some of your distractions, Juliana?
Some distractions that I have is television and talking on the phone.
So is it safe to say media?
Yeah,
How long do you think that you stayed watching TV and talking on the phone?
in a total of probably 5, maybe 6 hours.
5 to 6 hours. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. How long do you stay up?
Sometimes till 1 or 12.
So in the morning you have to be at school at 8.
Yeah,
Do you feel like you get any rest?
most days, not all.
It's a teenage thing, though, right?
Yeah,
You're able to multitask, do both.
yeah.
So for some of your distractions, let's try and limit it. Let's say you think you can limit it to half of that, maybe 2.5 or 3 hours
Yeah.
a night. And then doing what you must, anything means no sleep. What's doing what you must?
Staying up late and finishing a homework assignment, even though I don't want to do it, but I know I have to do it.
So create new habits, right?
Yeah.
New habits, that's good. And you said an obstacle might be is getting off track with outside school activities or loss of interest. What kind of outside activities do you engage in?
Hanging out with friends and going to the mall.
How often do you say you hang out with friends?
A lot. Pretty much almost every day.
Every day? Weekend?
Sometimes.
Do you ever set time aside for work at a decent hour?
Yeah, as soon as I get home from being around my friends.
And then send straight to the media. Once you see the screen light up, you go ahead and just.
Yeah.
It's a bad habit. We all have it. It's hard for me to stay out my emails. And then loss of interest.
Sometimes I don't really care for finishing because I'm tired and I'd rather do something else.
You reckon so? Loss of interest in school.
Yeah.
Is safe to say. And people who can help you. You said family members, teachers, and friends. So we know how teachers can help you. So how can friends help you?
They can help me because if I don't get all the notes and they have pretty much the spark that I need, then I can ask them if I can borrow their notes or ask them specific questions if they got a higher grade than I did on a test or a quiz.
Right. That's good. But at the same time, we don't want to become too dependent on other people because it's your goals, your career, your interests, your moving forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about family? How can family help you?
By
Yeah,
being a resource.
Being a resource, because I know mom gives you a lot of moral support, right?
Yeah.
Do you have anyone in your family that you can actually go to talk about college?
My aunt.
Your aunt?
Yeah.
That's good. 'Cause I know she graduated from school, right? Like you said, she graduated from Cal.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's really good, Juliana. So right now, on the top of the paper, the line that I gave you,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to write this down.
Okay.
5 reasons why goals are important. We're going to really go through them and just break this down. Knowing ready.
I'm ready.
So the first one is goals give you focus. And the fact that you were able to set a goal, lets you know that you have something else that you want to do besides high school. That there's life after high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things that we need to accomplish. Number 2, goals allow you to measure progress. And for number 2, what do you think that actually means?
That if I make the goal and if I complete it, then making a list of what I want to do and showing how closer I'm getting towards it.
Right. So like one of the goals and for you also is for you to go to a traditional high school, to graduate from a traditional high school.
Yes.
To go back into the school district from the continuation school. So that means you need to be up on your goal is to have your credits ready so you can come in as a senior instead of having to take that whole year take it 5 years instead of 4. So that means having exams, passing exams, doing homework, just really creating those skills. Number 3, goals keep you locked in and undistracted. Goals keep you locked in and undistracted. So it keeps your mind completely focused, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And like we said, some of your distractions are media.
Yeah.
Number 4, goals help you overcome procrastination. So it's just like, yeah, you do right now you're at 6 hours a day watching television and being on the phone. So sometimes you may be up a little bit later than what you want to doing homework. And at that point, you're really uninterested, right, in what's going on.
Yeah.
So along with that, to not procrastinate, it's kind of cutting it down so you can give it your best work,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because the idea is get better grades, learn the material, and we don't want to really cram. I've done it in college. I understand. I was a teenager. I understand. But it's not a skill that you really want to have, or a habit more so than a skill. Number 5, goals give you motivation. How do goals give you motivation?
They give me motivation by showing what I really want and what I feel that I can get to.
That's what you feel like you can get to. So it's something to help inspire you to keep your eyes on the prize, right?
Yeah.
So do you have anything, let's say, on your wall at home that reminds you that you want to go to college?
My Black Power culture poster,
Okay. And what has that inspired you?
because I want to be a powerful African American in college and show that we're not just a stereotype when it comes to school.
Right. But sometimes you're going to be, you may go to a campus and it may be only 4% African American. Right. So you want to represent your culture, your people, and be like, hey, look, we're here too, and we can do it.
Yeah.
So that's good. Talking about college. Do you know which one you want to go to?
I'm not sure right now.
Do you have any that you're kind of looking at?
I've been looking at many HBCUs, but I'm not sure which one I want to attend to.
HBCUs. You want to go to historical Black college?
Yeah,
Do you know why in particular?
mainly because I feel more in touch with being around my own race and getting to know more about it.
Mm-hmm. And you've been to a Black college fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over down at the Cerner Center.
Yeah,
You got a chance. So you get a chance to speak to any representatives.
I've gotten a chance to speak to about probably 5 or 6 of them from the most top schools.
Is there anything that you felt like you learned from that experience?
I've learned it's very hard to get into a couple of them due to their requirements for GPA.
So GPA. So is that, do you feel like that's kind of, it may be holding you back to applying to some colleges?
To specific ones.
Specific ones like maybe like your Howard.
Yeah,
It's like,
and
it's like,
FIS.
it's like the Black Harvard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are those two that you're actually really interested in?
Yeah.
So for some of those things, we're going to go ahead and talk about SATs and ACTs. We figured Fisk and Howard, they may look at the SAT,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of the historically Black colleges, they what they prefer is the ACT.
Okay.
Just no real particular reason. It's just sometimes on the East Coast, they maybe the material is more guided towards. What's an exam?
Oh, okay.
So, have you been to any pre-tests?
I'm taking some online.
Some online?
Yeah.
So you didn't take the one that was offered last year?
Mm-hmm.
So we have one in 2 weeks. And we're going to sign you up so you can go. And then what was it? The beginning of December, they actually have the exam for the SAT. So the idea is to get you a waiver.
Oh.
Get you a waiver. So I'll make sure I talk to Mom and Mr. Stats about it.
Oh.
So that we can do the paperwork on. It is a 4-hour test based on the content of just math, English. Can you write? They want to see everything. ACT, they want to see if you know the basic concepts of science. So that's the additional subject that you will have to take for it. So we're gonna put you in an additional tutoring class. How do you feel about that? I know your schedule's kind of hectic because you work, right?
Yeah.
And how long do you work? How many hours a day?
About 2.
2 hours a day. It's not bad. So 2 hours added onto your media / then homework.
Yeah.
Juliana, you gotta do a little because we gotta break those habits. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
We have to break those habits. So what I'm gonna close this with is I'm gonna give you an assignment.
Okay.
So go ahead and write this down on your paper. I want you to keep that paper with you and bring it back next time.
All right.
I'm gonna give you your goals back. as well. So I'm gonna give you a personal assignment. Is to cut media in half. So 2 hours of work, 3 hours of media. You're already at 5 hours missed. So that means you get out of school at 11, 12, 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the phone and everything until 4. So that should give you a decent amount of time to do homework.
Okay.
But you do have a Wednesday where you don't work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the day I want you to come in for additional tutoring. So additional tutoring. I know you get along real well with Miss Smith, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she'll be doing the reading and writing portion of the tutoring for the SEC. So I want you to go ahead and I'll make sure I put you on the list for that. Please don't be late.
I won't.
Please don't be late.
I promise.
I know you guys like to go and get something to eat and come back. Because once the door is closed, you know with her, they're closed. It's not opening it back up.
Yes.
So we're gonna do those 2 things, and then we're gonna check and see where you are next Monday.
Okay.
Sound fair?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gather your belongings. Thank you, Joanna.
Oh, yes.
So we'll really get back into it next time.
Oh.
For meeting me. Thank you.